I work for the Greenwich branch of the Gloucester County Library System. I'm the youth services librarian there. And so I've been doing some of the story times that you've seen, but I also dabble in a little bit of cooking with my kids. So today we're going to do some easy apple pie desserts, and they are going to take like 15 minutes to make. So we need some crescent rolls. You need cinnamon. You need brown sugar. An apple or two. I'm going to use 2 small apples, or you can use a big one, whatever is large enough to create 8 pieces. And then you need 3 tablespoons of butter. So the first thing you're going to do is preheat your oven to 375. This is, of course, after we've washed your hands, right, boys and girls, and everybody. Okay, so the next thing you're going to do is open up your crescent rolls. And that's probably the fun part for the kids if you're doing it with your kids, because they can just bang it against the table or whatever is okay for you. And mine actually automatically open. So you're going to take them out and carefully unroll them because they're going to be in little triangles. You lie them on your baking sheet. We'll just do 4 at a time right now because that's all we have room for, but eventually we can fit all 8 on here. Okay. Then you're going to melt 3 tablespoons of butter. And I would probably just do 15 seconds at a time. Perfect. All right, so in a separate bowl, you're going to mix a 1/3 cup of brown sugar. Okay. And 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. Okay, and just carefully mix them together if it's in a small bowl like mine, so it doesn't go everywhere, because that sometimes happens. Next, you are going to wash and dry your apples, which I've already done to save time, and then you're going to cut them into 8 slices, or however many slices it will let you cut. I can probably get away with 8 with just 1. So the next thing you're going to do after we've laid out our dough, so you're going to take a spoon and just lightly put some butter on the bottom of it. Kind of spread it all around. And then take some brown sugar and sprinkle it on top. Oh yeah, this is going to be super tasty. Okay. Now you can probably guess where this is going. You're going to take an apple piece, put it on the bigger part of the triangle. Whoops. And now carefully roll it up. Oh yeah. It's okay if you get sugar everywhere. It doesn't matter. It's all going to the same place. And you're going to repeat that process for the rest of your triangles. And bigger part. And if you have kids in your house, this might be a great opportunity for them to work on their little fine motor skills and practice wrapping it up. Or if you have older kids, it might be a good time to experiment. What happens when you don't put butter on there? What happens when you only put cinnamon sugar on there? Is there something else you would like to put in here in addition to the ingredients? Because there's really no right or wrong way to make a really good dessert from crescent rolls. Some other ideas for crescent rolls, you can do the same steps that I did, except you can, instead of putting apples and cinnamon and sugar in here, you can actually put pepperoni and mozzarella cheese, wrap it up just like this and bake it. And then you got kind of like a little appetizer or snack. You can also do taco meat and cheddar cheese and roll them up, and that's a nice little snack. Or it could be a meal. I'm not judging. I would eat it as a meal. This is probably my lunch today. And this is an easy, quick meal too. And usually they stay in the fridge pretty long, so you don't have to worry about using it before a certain time. You can also put eggs, bacon, cheese in here, roll it up. You really kind of do whatever kind of meal you want. And if you're looking for an activity for the kids, might be a really good science experiment. Okay. And because they'll come out of the oven nice and hot, this is going to go great with ice cream if you have some. If you don't, they'll still be just as great. But, you know, if you like to be fancy. Okay. So now that you have them all wrapped up, like so, you are going to use the leftover butter and cinnamon sugar to rub on the top. Just a little bit. Make them like nice and toasty. I'm using a spoon, but if you have one of those really fancy like kitchen brushes, you can certainly do that. Oh, our oven's ready just in time. And don't forget, if boys and girls are watching, always wash your hands before you cook, correct? And always, always cook with mom or dad or an adult if you're using the stove. Now, it's the best time. You're going to put them in the oven for about 12 to 15 minutes. You want them to get golden brown, but not too bad. And then when we pull them out, it's the best part to eat them. Hi guys, so it's been about 15 minutes, so I took out the crescent apple pie bites and they look delicious. So wait about 10 minutes for them to cool and then dive right in. And thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the tutorial, and we'll see you soon. Bye.